Good. Welcome to this series. This is like my first time doing an extensive series in Webflow, building a website from scratch with a small, medium, large framework. It's not so much meant as a tutorial on how to do things. I don't claim that I know how you should do it. It's just the way that I do it. And you can use the small medium framework if you want. It's my own framework. I've been building it since I've started working with Webflow. It's like 10 years ago. So it's a framework that has been always developing and always been expanding, and it's still always expanding. And I try to keep it up to date just because I am the one using it every day. So it's also in my own benefit to keep it up to date. And yeah, so that's it. This is going to be a series of I don't know how many videos where I'm just going to start with copying the framework and setting it up and building pages and making them responsive and adding animations and probably making components with stuff in it. So yeah, it's pretty much going to be the whole full Monty of making a website in Webflow. So yeah, here in front of me is my laptop screen. This is where we're running Webflow, where I'm building. So if I'm facing front, then you know I'm in my Webflow screen. If I'm facing that way, then here's my bigger screen with the Figma design on it. Usually I work with only one screen, but since now it's handier to switch back and forward, I have two screens here. So yeah, let's see how this Figma file looks. It is pretty basic in a sense, in that way that it has a lot of things that are the same across all the pages, like this header. This section here we also see coming back, either with or without a bold introduction text. So I'm sure we're gonna make a component out of that. What else do we have here? Here we have 1, 2, 3, 5 links. So that's our internal links going to these different service pages. And what else is there? It's like some cards, call to action, footer, of course. Here we have a quote from the staff quote, yeah. And this is a quote from a client, from a reference. And here we have an accordion menu. These images have also a background linear going over them to keep the text readable. So yeah, lots of fun stuff to build. What else can I say? This service section is 5 pages. 3 of them are like in this layout, and this one and this one is different, as you can see. So I've decided to not make these in a CMS. It just doesn't make much sense. Instead, we'll just use components wisely. And then what else do we have? Here we have references. So this is of course going to be a section that comes out of a collection, the logos, and then each reference has its page with a contact person that comes out of the staff collection. And here's also the quote from the company, from the reference. So that's the same that will be used. Where was it? Here, connected to the service. And the service is also connected here. So since this is not going to be a CMS page, we're going to make some dummy CMS for that, just to store the name of the page and the link to the page. This is the about section, which also has some sub pages. So this is the general about text with a video, and then here we have a staff section, which is just the management. So they have a module with a little text about them. And then we have a career section, and in careers, this is going to be not browsing, not scrolling, I mean, but it's going to be like roll over or click, maybe makes more sense. And then here we have actually quotes from staff members as well. So these are not quotes from the management, but from the staff related to career. And here's a long text about why it's so great to work for this company. So that is all going to come out of the same staff collection. So that's going to be quite a lot of content there. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, what's going to be is that we're going to start with nothing problem, pretty much. We're just going to start with copying the right clonable that fits, that matches the size that the designers worked in. To be extra clear, design is not from my hand, so I'm just doing the development work, which is kind of how I always work. And yeah, that's it. So let's get cracking. See you in the next video.